How's it going, everybody? I had a request to do a build video. It's raining out here right now, so I just got home. Figured I'd sit down and take a few minutes and put together this build video for those that requested it. Let's see where to start. My Jeep's been an ongoing progress for, I think I've had it now about 3.5 years, maybe 4 years. I got it stock, absolutely nothing done to it. I'll try and find some photos and put together a time lapse from stock up to where it is now. But let's go ahead and just hop right into it here then. It's on a 6-inch. Well, first off, it's a 1999 Jeep Wrangler TJ. It's on a 6-inch rough country long arm lift kit. Got a Ford 88 disc brake axle under the back of it, Molly shafts, Terraflex SYE slip yoke eliminator unit in it. It's a 4-to-1 transfer case. I've got the Dana 30 in the front, precision hubs, Aussie locker, Molly axle shafts. Got Curry anti-rock sway bars, Curry 1-ton steering linkages. Got a couple of different brands of universals under it. I was running Moogs. I was a firm believer in Moogs until the parts store started selling the stickered Moog instead of the stamped Moog. So I'm running, I believe they're Yukons now and Precisions. It's got a smoked LED taillight upgrade. Got the battery in the back. Racing seats. Got 5-point harnesses sitting over there on the workbench with my Gear America bag. Waiting to get the crossover bar installed. It's got a 10-inch Android. Got a backup camera on it. Got cameras underneath of it. Not sure if we can see that or not right there. Got a camera facing forward on the skid plate, camera facing backwards on the skid plate. So I can see both the wheels front and back while I'm off-road, you know, off-camber situations. I'm running a Ford aluminum 5x5.5 wheel with the adapters, 5x4.5 to the 5x5. Seem to be working out pretty good. I got Loctite on them. Got rough country rock sliders, rough country steel tube fenders, 1/4-inch armor, wraps all the way around the back. Dave made puck, the brass ball mount, 102-inch steel whip, running through my Top Gun Industries Quad 5 ham radio. Oracle rock lights. It's the 7-color changing deal. A little dirty right now from last trip off-road. Got the 7-color changing halos, the projector bulbs. Badland, the ZXR 12,000 pound winch. Did the relay box delete, battery delete from up front, opened up a lot of room. Got the downpipe on the outside of the frame at the moment. I was chasing a overheating issue when I put the turbo on, and traced that down to the aluminum fan shroud blocks a lot of that radiator. Plus they had that 16-inch electric fan in there, and it just wasn't doing it. I was seeing 210, 215 running down the road under normal conditions, and 230, 235, 240 off-road, which was just, in my opinion, too hot. I put the factory fan back on it. Eventually, I am going to do the 10-blade Chevy Blazer upgrade fan. It's a plastic fan with the extreme duty fan clutch for the Jeep to be able to turn the extra drag with the 10 blades. It's got, trying to think, it's a I believe this is a 4-core aluminum radiator. Got an oil catch can on it. Grab a light here. Sorry about the lighting. Unfortunately, I'm in the garage. It's a Titan block scat stroker, 4.9, 40 over. It's got Keith Black racing pistons, H-beam piston rods, ceramic coated bearings. I've got a 20 over high flow oil pump in it. Pretty much everything was replaced when the motor was rebuilt. I am running ARP head studs all through it. Got ARP main studs in it, ARP rod studs in it. I don't have the boost controller set up. I actually disconnected that. With the heat, I wasn't really a fan of, you lose a vacuum line at an overboost. So what I did, I have this type of actuator built in, and I've adjusted it. It's set right now at 15 pounds. It's max. If I floor it, take it to rev limiter, it won't see over 15 pounds. And that's at nighttime, cooler temperatures. During the day, it generally stays around 9 or 10. Pulls a lot harder after dark when it cools down. But I mean, it pulls just fine during the daytime. I wouldn't even begin to want to stab a guess at the horsepower. It's enough that it lifts the front tires off the ground when it comes in the boost. It'll keep the driver's side front tire off the ground until you grab the clutch in second gear. And depending on how hard you're in it, it does want to tend to lift that tire back off the ground in second gear. But not built for a street princess. It's built to get down off-road, do rock crawling. She definitely twists like a pretzel. Scored I want to say a 9.8, 9.85 on the RTI ramp, which I was told at the time that was like top score for a Wrangler. So pretty stoked about that. Trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I am going to end up putting the downpipe back to the inside of the frame once the oil cooler's on it. And there's also somewhere here, I think in this box, I've got a oil filter relocation kit. I'm going to run the A and 8 connectors. Also doing away with the ignition. Got a key fob where, just like your newer cars, it won't start unless the key fob's within range. Like I said, I'm going to do away with the ignition setup, and it's going to be push button start. It's got a Viper two-way alarm on it, and yeah, she's been Jeeping for Justice 4 or 5 times. I'm running a split second FTC1 202, sitting down there in the bubble wrap. Just vacuums in right to my intake. Got my boost hose going to my boost gauge. The black one coming out of the T-fitting comes up to the wastegate, or the blow-off valve rather. I got the blow-off valve spring tensioner fairly tight, just because why not make it louder? You know, the ch is a great sound. Lets everybody know it's got a war whistle. Cool thing about the split second FTC 202 is it directly piggybacks into your PCM here. No splicing, no nothing, just unplug the black plug and plug that bad boy in, and you're good to go. I am running 36-pound injectors. I'm running a high pressure fuel pump from Stangzone. And trying to think anything else. The up pipe was custom made. Basically, you can see I got header wrap on everything, but it goes down, curves around, just like the factory deal does, and then comes up the passenger side. That's my oil return going into the side of the pan. Comes up down here fairly close to the oil filter, about 2 inches away from it, which seems to work out pretty well. But she's a little dirty right now from being off-road the other day. But yeah, that's my Jeep. Anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my due diligence to try and answer them to the best of my ability. Unfortunately, aside from the little stuff, you know, changing spark plugs, distributor cap, you know, simple stuff, I hadn't really been able to do any of it. I've got a shop locally, a good friend. He did all my suspension work, the lift kit and everything. My son and my best friend did the motor work here in the garage, tore it down and sent it off to the machine shop, had all the machine work done. They put it back together and put it all back in the Jeep for me. I wish my back had me capable of doing it, because there's nothing like doing your own. But unfortunately, that's what I got to deal with. So, but it is a lot of fun. It rides a lot smoother on the long arms than it did on the short arms, which is way better for my back. It's a lot softer ride. But it's torquey. It's more torquey than it should be. That's a dang fact. But hopefully that helps anybody out with any questions that they may have had. I think I pretty much covered everything. Y'all have a nice day.